What's up everyone, Chance here with Missouri Outdoors. Today I'm at my land in Douglas County, me and Dad, and he's currently up the hill on the brush hog. But we're down here today, we're going to try to get a few food plots put out and with any luck get this place cleaned up a little bit and get it looking good for deer season. We've already brush hogged a little bit down the hill and he just started working up here. I figured I'd try to get some footage from the very beginning this time instead of waiting till I was halfway done with my food plot before I started filming. Matter of fact, there's Dad now. Yep. But yeah, that's the plan. I'll show you guys the progress as we get it done, but that's what the video is going to be about. Alright, I'll catch you guys in a bit. Alright guys, well, we finally got done. As you can see, we've got it disked up, and here's my bait pile. Well, we got it disked up and we got it planted. We got that Perfect 10 food plot mixture. We got it put out starting right around in here and going down to those trees. And then we put the same fall winter food plot mixture we got at Clyers, our local feed store in Seymour. And we went ahead and spread it out everywhere else and then over the top of what we did with the Perfect 10. So hopefully here in a few weeks it'll start coming up real good and we'll be able to crawl in that stand come September and shoot us a big buck out of here. As you can see, I put some sticks around this trophy rock mineral stuff. Actually, I'll show you what it looks like, the bag of it. I don't know, it seems to be good stuff. Trophy rock 4565 or 465, whatever you want to say that is, I guess. But yeah, it works pretty good. We put some at my other food plot and the deer seem to really be enjoying it. We also put out some of this Evolved Habitats molasses. As you can see, I poured that on all them old rotten sticks so it hopefully soaks in a little better and kind of sticks around. And then we spread a bunch of this corn out with some I think it's called Big and J's long range attractant. But yeah, we're gonna see how that works. We got our camera set up on the tree there, and I did the same exact bait setup at our other stand that's just over the hill in the corner down there. So with any luck, we'll get some pictures off of one of those or both of those cameras and get a good idea of the deer we have walking around the farm this year. Alright guys, well, we're down here working on the second spot now. We just got the first spot brush hogged, and now we're going to work on this stand. We're going to try to do maybe a little food plot right out in here. Maybe a little right out in there. I'm going to try to take this branch out this year, and I need to clear a few branches off these trees. And that'll pretty much open it back up to where we can shoot really good here. I didn't hunt a whole lot here last year, so there might not be a lot of footage of me in this tree stand, but there is quite a bit of hunting that goes on in this spot. It's one of my better spots. You can kind of see right there, that little hole. That's where I normally put out all my mineral and stuff Matter of fact, you probably can't see it, but straight down right there is one of my game cameras. We're gonna put on that tree right over there and face towards that. I have a lot of deer that come from right here behind the stand, or they'll cross right over there from the neighbor. And they like to hang out in this corner, especially when it's hot, because it's fairly shaded and there's water literally right over there, about 85 yards on the neighbor. But yeah, I'll give you guys a look at it after we get it disked up and everything's ready to go. I'll get the camera set up. We'll put out a little bit more mineral. I can still put out a little bit of corn for like another week or two before I've got to have it removed. 14 days before deer season kicks off, or whenever I plan to hunt it. But that ain't no big deal. The deer ought to have it ate clean before then, and I can probably rebait once or twice, so we'll just see how it goes. But alright, I'm gonna hop off here, crawl down, and get some of these tree limbs and stuff moved out so we can get this cleared. Alright guys, well, we're back down here at my farm in Douglas County, where we planted the food plot and put out the game cameras. I was pulling in here a while ago, and there happened to be a gobbler standing right here, and it went trotting right up over the hill through that opening up there. It walked right by the tree stand. But yeah, it seems to be coming up, as you can see here. Coming up real nice, actually. Me and Dad came yesterday, and I sprinkled out a little bit more corn here. And I checked the game camera, and we have, I think, well, between all the game cameras, I have 4 different bucks and a few different does and some fawns and a couple turkeys. But I will throw up some pictures of them here in just a moment, so don't worry, you'll get to see them. But as you can see, I had all these sticks piled here, as you remember, and covered them with that deer molasses. And I checked the game cameras yesterday and found out it was a family of raccoons. I'll go ahead and throw a picture of them up too here in a bit. But yeah, as you can see, well, I don't know if you can see it quite as well as I can on film, but the food plot's doing really, really good, honestly. We got turkey feathers here all over. But yeah, it's coming up pretty good. Which we've tried to plant them here in the past, and because of the shade of all these oak trees, it never really come up that good. So I'm really impressed to see it's come up this much, which we did get a little rain down here the day before yesterday, and I think this morning. So all the rain we can get sure gonna help. But alright, I'm gonna check these game cameras again and see if anything showed up last night. I was kind of in a hurry yesterday, so I didn't really have a lot of time to look at all the photos, so I brought my laptop with me. I'm going to throw the chips in it and extract all the photos off of them, because even with 16 gigabyte chips, after 10 days they're already almost full, so we got to get some of the pictures off there so we can get more pictures taken. Alright, time to get into the trail cam photos. Here's the coons that keep messing with my corn and molasses. We've had a few does and some fawns come around. They're looking pretty healthy. These pictures all have been taken in the last 10 days. However, they're probably not in order of how they were taken. I just put them in this order for the video's sake. But now that we went through some of the less interesting animals, time to get to the really interesting ones. These first pictures came from the corner, the second spot we made in the video. We've got 2 nice 8-pointers. That one is actually one that I wouldn't mind letting live for a while. And then the one in the back there is probably the buck we're gonna go after. He's a really, really nice 10-pointer. And I've had tons of photos of both of these deer over the last 10 days out of both spots. They look really, really good with their velvet still. However, some of the more recent photos, the 10-pointer is already starting to shed a little bit. So it won't be long and I'll get some hardhorn photos of him. But like I say, I've had quite a few pictures of him. There you can see he's starting to shed a little bit. They're definitely hanging around quite a bit. I haven't had their photos in the last like 3 days, but the last 3 days has been kind of rainy and then like really hot, and a lot of our deer like to go down to the river bottom when it gets really, really hot, so I'm sure they'll be back in a couple days. But I've had quite a few photos, a lot of unique ones. He's definitely a deer I gotta keep my eyes on. I really, really, really want to shoot that deer. He's definitely mature. I mean, all around perfect deer to go after with a bow. But alright, we're gonna hop back to my house real quick and show you the massive amount of deer activity I've been having here lately. All at once, it just seemed like I just got overrun with does and fawns. It's crazy. But I just figured I'd throw that in there at the end of this video and let you guys check them out too. But alright, that's gonna do it.